Around New Zealand, the most popular style of fishing is fishing with bait, whether it's stray lining or other types of bait fishing. Now the 2 hook stray line rig is something that you would use when you wanted to present a larger bait. Any long, slim bait is a good candidate for a 2 hook stray line rig. The elements you require: some trace, 2 hooks. Quite often you'll use larger hooks as well, a sinker, a swivel, or some means of attaching the trace to the line. To build one, start with your trace, give yourself enough to work with. Remember, if you're going to use a sinker, slide that on first. I'm using a bean sinker. You could use a ball sinker. I prefer a bean sinker. It doesn't roll around quite as much and it doesn't seem to snag as much as a ball sinker. If you're going to use a bead, that goes on next. Then, beginning with the top hook, and I'm using circle hooks for this rig, take the line through the eye of the hook and lay it along the shank. Make sure you've got enough length so that you can tie on the second hook. Make a loop, then feed the tag end through the loop and around the shank of the hook. It's a bit fiddly, but not too bad. 3 times, that's that one. 4 times, 5 times, that should do it. You pull it up from the standing end, pulling it tight, and let that pull up nice and firmly, and that fixes the first hook of your 2 hook rig. And I just repeat the process, measure it so that you've got about the right distance, and you can adjust that depending on the length of your bait. And remember that when you pull it up, it's going to move slightly down the line, so always make it a little bit shorter than you think you need it. You always feel like you need more hands than you've got, and pull it up. You can see what I mean by the way it slides down somewhat, so you can make them as short or as long as you need them. Always a good idea to tighten the tag end, use a pair of pliers, safer than your teeth. Once that's pulled up properly, that knot won't slip. I've attached the swivel to the main line. In this case I've used a lock blood knot either side of the swivel, but you can use any kind of reliable fishing knot. A uni knot's a good idea to attach our tackle to the main line. And there we go, we have a 2 hook rig.